Hi Capricorn, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those of you that are cross-watching, welcome to your weekly tarot love messages. We're going to take a look and see what the cards are predicting for you for the upcoming week. It is going to be a general reading. If you're after a personal one, feel free to reach out and inquire. My email will be listed below the video. Let's go ahead and get straight into your reading. So what do we have for you here? Okay, the number 7 is looking really popular in your reading here, and for some of you it might be a lucky number, for some of you it might be an unlucky number. Okay, so I think the number 7 is a reference to, and it's definitely alluding to something here, and we'll explore that shortly. But what we see for you here is that there's a bit of a frustrating situation. Well, that's better. I've just been sitting here in the dark. Okay, so there's a bit of a frustrating situation in which things are not as they seem. Okay, now you could be in a situation and it's not what you think it is. Okay, you could be connected to someone and this person isn't who they say they are, or isn't, they're not who you think they are. So you potentially could be looking at a situation and romanticizing it, seeing what you want to see rather than what's actually there. Or you might be, there may be red flags all around you, okay? And it could be a romantic situation, it could be a business setting, it could be a friendship, it could be an enemy, masquerading as a friend, a casual lover masquerading as, a full-time lover. But basically you're looking at the situation and there may be like red flags all around it, but you're seeing them as green, okay? Because you're seeing what you want to see rather than what is really there. So some interesting diversions, I think, this week. Some interesting discoveries or revelations and a few red flags. There is a bit of conflict. There is a little bit of friction in the energy. I feel like the 7 of Cups is asking you to, look past the glistening allure of illusion. Okay, so something might look really good at face value and it might sound really good, but it's not all it's cracked out to be. Okay, for example, if you're signing a contract, if you're starting a new job, make sure you read the fine print, even though it might be really miniature. Make sure you know what it is that you are signing before you sign your life away. If you are dealing with a romantic energy, make sure you really know the person that you're dealing with. Okay, make sure you're not making excuses for this person. Make sure you do get to know someone here. It just feels like, yeah, you may be presented, like you may have someone around you who is not, they don't have your best interests or they don't have your best intentions. They might not be speaking a truth. They might not be very truthful with you. They might not be very honest. They may be, like, for example, you might be seeing someone who is already in a relationship or is in, attached or committed to someone else, but they're hiding this from you. They're not telling you this, or they're sort of fabricating, a version of the truth. They're telling you a version of the truth, but we all know the truth doesn't have versions of it, right? There's no variables of truth. So someone here may be lying, just, plainly lying to you. They may be being disloyal, dishonest. Someone here might be trying to get away with something that they shouldn't be doing, okay? So, if you have any gut feelings about someone or something, like for example, energy never lies. So if you feel like something is off, or if you feel like the person isn't telling you the truth, even if you don't have all evidence, your intuition doesn't lie, right? So, and energy doesn't lie. So and I feel like a lot of you do have your suspicions about someone or something. Lean into that. Don't ignore that. Because if you do ignore it, you'll probably regret it. Choices as well, 7 of Cups here. You might be presented with a few choices this week, or you might be put in a position where you have to choose. And let me tell you, not all your choices look as good as you think they do. Much like the 7 of Chalices, something looks really good. And again, it's asking you to look past that glistening allure of illusion. It might be wrapped up in shiny wrapping packaging, but what's underneath it is nothing special, right? So you might be presented with choices, and you have to choose from a place of love, and you have to operate from an energy of love, because not all of these choices are best for you. Not all these decisions or commitments are best for you. So, be careful what you choose, and make sure you choose that which is in alignment with your higher self and with who you are. Okay, and it's also, you know, keep your expectations realistic this week. Okay, it's better off, you're better off starting things and then finishing them rather than, you know, biting off more than you could chew. So keep your expectations about someone or about a romantic relationship or just about a situation in general realistic. Okay. I think you also sort of have to put in a little bit like more energy and give yourself a little bit more attention. I think it feels like, you know, you need to maybe invest a little bit more in yourself, or especially your long-term plans or long-term goals. For some of you, there may be things that you are working on that I think maybe you're pouring your heart out, but it's taken a really long time to show up, or it's taking a really long time to get off the ground, or, you know, it's just taking you forever to see results. Don't despair, okay? Because the Seven of Pentacles reminds you about long-term benefits. Success doesn't happen overnight, okay? It might look like that, you know, it might appear that one day you just wake up and then, you know, you see this person and, you know, they're all successful. But success is really years in the making behind closed doors. So, you know, just because something is taking a long time does not mean that it's, you know, it isn't a clue or a sign for you to give up. It's, you know, the Seven of Pentacles does speak about long-term benefits, and there's definitely long-term benefits, okay? So this isn't something that, it doesn't feel short-term. It just feels like, you know, success will show up, results will show up, but you have to be committed and you have to be patient, and you just have to remind yourself that this is, like, you're doing it for the long term. This isn't short term, like you're doing it for the long term. So you got to be patient with yourself. Okay, but it will, whatever this is you're working on, whether it's you know, applying for a new job, or like, you know, sticking it out in a certain role or a project, or even if it's like a relationship that's really testing your patience, whatever it is, it's going to pay off handsomely, okay, in, you know, whatever currency. It just feels like it will pay off. You just have to be patient. You've got someone who I feel like is going to, there's someone here who's flirting with you, someone who I feel like is, maybe you've glammed up or you're glamming up and someone is really noticing. And I do feel like there's someone here who's sending a lot of attention your way, or a lot of energy your way. Someone, and I feel like someone is flirting with you. By all means, return the compliment, because it does feel like this is someone who's very attractive, someone who's very into you. And if you're single, this potentially could be something, right? It could be something, even if it's just, you know, a bit of fun. It does feel like there's a bit of a passionate energy. There's a bit of a, you know, there's a little bit of fiery energy there. Yeah, as I was saying earlier, Queen of Cups and the Seven of Swords, as well as the Five of Swords, there may be something, you might be involved in a situation where there's a bit of tension, there's a bit of friction, and, you know, you might be involved in a situation with a person or even persons who don't have your best interest at heart, who, you know, are pretending to be, like, this person isn't showing you their true colors. They might be lying to you. They might be keeping the truth from you. And it's very likely that you might catch this person in the act this week. You might catch them lying. You might catch them out in a lie. You just might catch them red-handed. I feel like intuitively all along you knew that this person was doing wrong by you, or you knew that this person was dishonest, and, you know, they didn't necessarily have a sincere energy. I think you gave them the benefit of the doubt, but I think a lot of you knew. And the Queen of Cups, you know, your intuition, you just always had this feeling that there was something off about this person or something off about this situation altogether, right? Don't ignore that intuition. So next time your intuition kicks in, listen to it, because it wants what's best for you. Yeah, I feel like there's some sort of important decision that you're going to have to make this week. Some sort of important decision. But I think one choice is better than the other. I think one of these decisions is, you know, we talked about that shiny wrapping paper, that shiny packaging that it's wrapped up in. And it looks really good. It looks like a whole, you know, heap of fun. But once you unwrap it, I just think it's of little substance, or it's of little value to you. So again, you know, if you're at a point where you have to make a choice between, I don't know, two different people, or if you have to make a decision between two different jobs, or whatever this decision is, you know, because sometimes small things, small decisions lead to big consequences, right? So don't dismiss, you know, whether it's small or big decision, but understand that one feels better than the other. And how do you choose? You come from a place of love. You operate in an energy of love, and that's when you'll choose what's best for you. All right, guys, and I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Please show your support by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. Bye.